Bar was always high with my parents, again, because they were educators, teachers, and really smart people. From the time I was a child, it was pretty much ingrained in me that you're going to go to Jackson State because my father went to Jackson State, my mother went to Jackson State, my father's brother went to Jackson State, my mother's two sisters went to Jackson State, my brother went to Jackson State, my grandmother went to Jackson State, my grandmother's sister went to Jackson State, my cousins went to Jackson State. You're going to Jackson State because we love Jackson State, and you're going to love Jackson State too. When I set my foot on that campus, I loved Jackson State, and to this day, I still love Jackson State.
I'm from Kinley Alexander. Wisdom Martin is my son-in-law, and I'm a retired professor at Jackson State University, where I now teach as an adjunct. What we had was a school system that was poorly supported by the state, but we had dedicated faculty and administrators who were taking almost no money and running a quality school because the people coming back were dedicated to empowering those who had been left behind. We went there with a sense of belonging, and we were provided with the information and experiences that grew our confidence and our ability to believe in ourselves.
When they had the shooting in 1970. My dad was on campus and my mom was in the girls' dorm when they had the shot. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe she was pregnant with me. My mother would always tell me that racism, sexism, any kind of ism that there is, any kind of problem anybody has with you, let that be their problem. But your goal and your job is to succeed. I got my first job in television when I was a sophomore at Jackson State. I broke my hand playing basketball, took the cast off just so I could shake this news director's hand in pain so I could get that job. I was determined that I was going to work in this field, and that's how bad I wanted it. A couple of my teachers at Jackson State would always talk to me about being competitive and working hard. That's what they were focused on. But you guys deal with, work schedules, and the money might not be as great, and the people aren't going to be necessarily nice to you. But if you want it bad enough, and you're willing to work for it, anything can be attained.
Expectation is the #1 element in success, and HBCUs have high expectations for the students when they come in. They say we take them where they are, and we create what we want them to become.
They prepared me for everything that I've gone through in life and everything that I will possibly go through in life.
I can't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You might actually get a tear out of me today. You might get. But you know what? But the experience is unbelievable. I met my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. She was a summer school student. I met her at the cafeteria at Jackson State. That was like 30-something years ago. And then decades later, I got engaged to her at that same cafeteria at Jackson State. It's an amazing place, and I don't think people really understand the value of these historically black institutions and what they really bring to the table, the reason they were created, and to the relevance that they have today. It's remarkable. I got so many stories about, and so many friends, so many professors that I'm still in contact with. It's an unbelievable place.
In a society where you are often marginalized, to be empowered and in the majority.
Right.
Maybe for one time.
Right. And to be told that you're
more, you can't ever really put it
and to be told that you're not less than because of your skin color and because of your conditions. You are just as good as everybody else. Just work hard.
That's right.
Just work hard.